Hello, world. Your highest rated YouTube moderator module video vlog topic suggestion thing came from username WaterInScience21, who says, talk about your top 10 conspiracy theories. For example, that they put sugar in toothpaste. Thing number one, I talked about this in a video like a couple of years back, but I'll bring it up again here. Tissues. You use tissues when you sneeze. Dust makes you sneeze, but when you rip a tissue, it creates dust. I don't know if you could see that, but there's a bunch of dust. Conspiracy. Thing number two is crosswalk buttons at major intersections. I don't think that they do anything. I think they're just there to make you feel like you have some degree of control over a situation that you really don't have any degree of control over. Now, crosswalk buttons at not major intersections, at like, if there's just a crosswalk in the middle of a street, of course that does something because that's the only time the light changes there. But every crosswalk button at major intersections, that's a major conspiracy. Conspiracy theory number three, I'm not sure that this technically is a conspiracy theory. It's more of just something that I'm paranoid about. But did you ever wonder if you, or I mean me, I find myself wondering often if I'm just severely mentally handicapped and if everyone else is just being really nice to me. Conspiracy number four, and actually, this one is pretty much a fact. I am very confident that this one is true. But I mean, when you smell pizza, you go, that smells good. And when you smell body odor, you go, oh, that smells terrible. But certain types of body odor and certain types of pizza smell exactly the same. Conspiracy number five is that when you go to a sit-down restaurant and there is ketchup on the table, a plastic ketchup container that looks like it's full, it's probably not. It's probably just colored red like ketchup. The next one, number six, this is one that keeps me up at night. This is one that scares me. I talked about this in a video I did a long time ago called the simulation hypothesis, but I'll bring it up here. What if reality isn't really real? What if we're just in a super advanced version of, like, say, The Sims? What if we're being controlled by like a 12-year-old who could just turn it off at any time? That's scary. Conspiracy number seven, remember that whole Kanye West, Taylor Swift thing at the VMAs a few years ago? Both of their careers benefited from that. No publicity is bad publicity. They both sold more records as a result. Both of their brands became more well-known. So do you think they may have planned that out in advance? Like, hey, interrupt me. Okay, I'll do that, and then we'll become multi-millionaires again. Conspiracy. Conspiracy number eight is if you're in an airplane that is crashing from like 30,000 feet, I mean, you're going to die. There's nothing that stupid little mask that falls down is going to do to save you. So I don't think that actually is just like, I don't know what it is. I think it's only the only practical purpose that mask could serve would be to give you goofy gas of some sort to make you all like high and shit before you die. Conspiracy theory number nine. I know I'm not the only person that this has happened to. You'll be playing a video game, you get to a part that's really, really hard, and then you rage quit, and then you don't come back to it for like months, but then when you do come back to it, somehow it seems easier. That cannot be a coincidence. I think that the video game creators do that on purpose so that, a game that you had set aside and maybe we're never going to come back to, when you finally do come back to it, they make it easier so that you get hooked on it again and so that you're more likely to, buy the sequel or something. And finally, conspiracy theory number 10. I thought about this for a very long time and I couldn't come up with anything. I could come up with 9. I came up with 9 relatively quickly, but for some reason, the 10th, I mean, there's really not that much more out there that I'm that skeptical of. I mean, I wrote down a joke. I was gonna be like, Barack Obama is a lizard. But let's be honest, that's not that funny. If you like what you just saw, if Dan put you in a state of awe, subscribe to him and click the orange button. It really, 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 really means something. If you do that, that'd be really cool.